Here today with Lenny Reed, owner of Dynomite Diesel Products, or DDP. We've been carrying DDP at Thoroughbred Diesel for a long time. This is Lenny's first time in-house with us, and we're glad to have him here. Lenny, I'm going to let Lenny talk about how he got into the fuel injection business to start. He's got a little bit different story than what everybody else has got as far as fuel injection goes, and it's a really cool story. So tell us a little bit about how DDP started.
Well, basically I was raised in a machine shop, mechanic, small town, right out in the middle of Washington. And at that point, when 2000 come around, I ended up acquiring my very first Dodge truck. It was a 94. One of the local guys, very good buddy of mine, had worked on this truck, put a TSD cam plate in it, and I ended up driving this truck, and I thought, wow, this is great, you know, like this 94 truck, got a CD player, power windows, and air conditioning, and, you know, I was pretty much thinking this thing was bad.
West Coast style mirrors.
Yeah, no, it had factory mirrors, I promise you. But I ended up driving this truck, and, you know, I got great mileage, and it was really comfortable to drive, and I kind of fell in love with it. So instantly I got together with some guys that were in Las Vegas at the time. They were called Diesel Dynamics. I ended up going down there, became one of their sellers real quick, and bought my own dyno. And in 2002, we ended up installing the dyno. We started up Dynomite Diesel Products. And from that point forward, it's pretty much just been a whirlwind of purchasing tools and trying to grow the company. And so we do a lot of research, a lot of design, a lot of development, but things like that, you know, just trying to make sure that we're actually building products for consumers just like my other shop, and trying to make sure they go in once and they stay in once, and they make the customers go down there and happy. Yeah.
One of the selling points for DDP for us is the amazing nozzle horsepower increase quality that Lenny's brought into the process. You know, with increased horsepower injectors, you know, not a lot of information was brought to the forefront on the injectors of how the drilling process or the honing process or the EDM process actually was, and what quality control steps were needing to be brought into the performance aspect of the injector. So Lenny's got a lot of pride in what he's done, and he makes a nozzle that is second to none. I want him to talk just a little bit about that process that he's brought in now.
Sure. So basically, like all those processes you were just talking about, those are all employed for diesel nozzle technology manufacturing. None of them are super wrong, and none of them are absolutely perfect. Every one of those processes has its own pros and cons, and it's truly just a matter of using all of those things together to make something that you know inside and out is an extremely high quality product. So whether it's been drilled or EDM'd to start out with, that doesn't make the nozzle flow rate equal. So we use another meter to measure the nozzle flow rate, and then we will finally polish that off with extrude hone. And with the extrude hone, we can then it's a slower process than, you know, just EDMing. But once we get it to where it's like zero. It's balanced with you can do a whole bin of 60 of them if you want. They're all going to be the exact same. So that's one thing that we do with just the nozzles.
Yeah. And then you guys on injector sets, you all reassemble and then balance them as an assembly as well.
Yeah, for sure. So like I said, we can burn 60 nozzles at the exact same time, and all those nozzles will be the exact same size, so they can sit in storage. And when we get a purchase order, or if we're going to build like 2 or 3 sets of injectors, then each one of those sets gets balanced individually as a group of either 6 or 8, whether it's, you know, a Cummins or a Duramax or a Power Stroke. So each set is balanced for that one particular box.
That's awesome.
Inside the box, there's whichever one of the employees actually did the testing and the balancing, he signs off on it, and then he puts the specs in there on what they did flow as they left the shop.
Yeah.
So, you know, if there ever is like a contamination problem or some sort of a drivability issue, we can get that piece of paper back, throw them back in the same test stand, and then see what has changed.
Yeah, flow sheets with all sets. That's awesome.
Flow sheets with all sets, you bet.
That's cool. Lenny, thanks for coming, man. We really appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
DDP, great product. Check it out on the website.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.